I've drawn the front view of the project. We now need to draw the top view, or then perhaps the right view. But in this case, I'm going to do the top view first. So the top view is going to be on top of the front view. But we need to project. That's why it's called first angle orthographic or third angle orthographic projection. So I'm going to project the top view. I'm going to start off by projecting lines from each one of these points. From this point, I can project upwards. From this point, I can project upwards. Because if I look from the top, I'm going to see that point. If I look from the top, I can see this side here and that corner. If I look from the top, I'll see that, I will see that, and I will see the hole that's inside. So I'm going to project. So that's why it's called it orthographic projection. So I project that one. I'm going to project where this hole should be. The same on this side of the hole. The same on this side of the hole. Then I'm going to start measuring. Let's draw this line. Then they tell us that there's a little part here, a part that runs at an angle, which is 10 millimeters from the right hand side, or from the front side in this case. So I'm going to draw a line, measure that distance 10 millimeters, but it only stretches up to that point. Then they tell us the following, that from the very bottom to the very top, if you look at your drawing on the right bottom side of your original drawing, you'll see that they give you three sizes, 20, 10 and 20. So I'm first going to measure 20, which gives me that little rib in the middle, this rib here. That is 20 millimeters from the front side. So I'm going to draw that rib. I can measure 10 millimeters and draw that rib. I'm going to measure 20 millimeters and draw the full size of that drawing. At the back, I can complete that drawing. Right, I see a step here. So I'm going to see a full step there. That's why I'm drawing it as a nice outline. I can see a step here, so I project and I draw that one. There should be a line there from that side inwards of 10 millimeters. So I'm going to draw that. It's the same as this diagonal line, but on the back side of the drawing, this being the front side of the drawing. Then there's another step here from this side to that point. There's a hole here right in the middle. So the hole has got 15 millimeters from that point to that point there, and I'm going to draw that line. The hole size from front to back is 20 millimeters. I'm going to draw that. I can complete the hole. And I'm going to delete all the projection lines. You can now see what the top view should look like. This is the top view. Yes, there would have been hidden detail here, and one could put hidden detail in there to show this and that part. But I'm not going to go about it because hidden detail is not asked for it. The right view is seen from this direction. Look again at this arrow. From that point, we're looking in that direction. So we're going to see this flat face. We're going to see that little rib. We can see each one of these steps. Right, now I'm going to project the right view. The right view must be on the right side of the front view. And I'm going to project once again. So, projection. Let's start with the very top. I'm going to project from that point to this point. I'm going to project that corner. I'm going to project this corner. I'm going to project this one, as well as the bottom. To get these ones, I do not have to measure once again. I don't have to measure the 10 and the 20s and the 10 and the 15s and so forth. I can directly project. So let us do that from the top view. I'm going to project from my top view up to this point and from that point down. I'm going to project that point there up to that 45-degree line, and from that point straight down. That's going to give me the total size of my drawing. I can in actual fact go ahead and draw this rectangle, but let's draw the bottom one. So from that corner, that's the bottom. Then this corner that I'm going to see runs from the very front side to the very back side. So I can draw that. The same with each one of these steps. They are visible from left to right, visible from left or front to back, visible from front to back. Right, we have this part, which is that part there at a slight little angle. So we're going to put that in. There it is. I can just follow a projection line once again. I'm going to project from that point up to this one. I'm going to do the same with the one there at the back. Project up to that point, project up to that point, and I can now draw solid lines, and there we go. That part can be drawn in position, that part can be drawn in position. Here's one that's in the middle, right in the middle, so I'm going to project that as well. Projection, I project from that point up to my 45-degree. From that point I project straight down, because it is here where that thing is. It goes from that point up to that point, so it needs to go from this line up to that line. The same with this one. We know that distance is 10, but we just project that, and we project that, and I can now draw that line, or two lines actually, from that point to that point, from that point to that point, and that's going to give me my total drawing. I'm going to wipe out all projection lines. Oh, I forgot. I should still add the sides. So let's draw the sides. The side on the back side is this one. The side on the front side is that one. And now I will delete all the projection lines. And when I'm done, that's what my drawing should look like. So I did not just place these views randomly all over the place. I've placed the top view right on top of my front view so that I could project those lines. I placed my right view on the right hand side of my front view, and I've projected these lines. That's why we call this third angle orthographic projection. We must be able to project, and the views must be placed correctly. The right view on the right side, the top view on the top side of your front view.